Sci Access, May 11, 2024. From the tropical rainforest in Puerto Rico to Mars, how field studies and internships prepare students with disabilities to be space explorers and scientists and engineers. Joann Blumenfeld, Alexander MacDonald, Brando Addair, Bryant Rouse, Daisy Whitfield, Lily Hall.
Well, thank you. Hi, my name is Joann Blumenfeld. I am the director and founder of Catalyst. So the title of our thing is From the Tropical Rainforest in Puerto Rico to Mars, how field studies and internships will prepare students with disabilities to be space explorers, scientists, and engineers. And you'll get to meet some of our wonderful participants who all will be these things. So I just want to go through my slides really quickly to give the students time to talk. But first, just basically what the issue is. We know there's a high unemployment rate for people with disabilities. I taught for 20 years, and we see in the public school system, we have large class sizes. We have science teachers who don't know how to make things accessible. We also have a lot of students, teachers that teach toward exams, not mastery. Not use a lot of universal learning design in the classroom, and we have low expectations sometimes as students. So for all these reasons and the others listed here on the slide was the reasons I started Catalyst, because we wanted to change this. My personal belief is the students do not have disabilities, but it's the education system. To the right here, you see a picture. This is of us when we went to the buoyancy lab. We had a behind the scenes tour of NASA and Johnson Space Center. So Catalyst is a free high school program. We're located at NC State University. What we offer is STEM content and skills. We do a field studies program. We do mentoring and self-advocacy. We also teach workforce readiness skills, a paid STEM internship. We explore post-secondary options. We're a multi-year program, and we teach Life on 101 skills. So this is a picture here. What we're showing is Catalyst. They had a welcome sign for us at the Mission Control Center at Johnson Space Center when we visited there. We have won in the past 7 years a lot of national awards. Some of the most prominent awards we won, we were recognized by Time Magazine as the most innovative program. This year, we're invited by the International Institute of Tropical Rainforests for a special program. We went last year, we were invited by NASA to Johnson Space Center for a special program. We are the only team ever to win at MIT with all students with disabilities, the Lemelson MIT Invent Team competition. We also won the technical award. We have a letter of accommodation from President Obama, and we've won many, many awards. But our biggest award of all is all our students are doing well in STEM education pathways after high school. Up here is a picture of us with Governor Cooper with our team that won the MIT award. So who can participate? Our program is for students in grades 9 through 12 who are in regular honors or AP classes, or the occupational course of study, which is in North Carolina, is below grade level, but they get a high school diploma. They must have an IEP 504 or documentation of a disability, interested in STEM, and live in NC. The whole goal of the program is to help give these kids supports and skills so they can be ready for STEM fields in the future. The pictures here, we have one in front of the Aerospace Engineering Department and others of our students. So where our students go, we have students studying a wide range of certificates and fields, from associate degrees to going on to get PhDs, and everything from computer science, aerospace engineering, math, nursing, physical therapy, molecular biology, cybersecurity, chemistry, physics, and much more. And there's pictures here of our internships. We have one student here who is studying astrophysics. Another student here was in the microbiology lab. We have another student here, which was in mechanical engineering. And there's a picture actually of Alex here when he was in aerospace engineering internship. Our students typically stay in North Carolina university schools because at North Carolina, we have good low-cost state universities. So we tend to have most of our students stay here, going from everywhere to NC State to UNC Chapel Hill. Some go to private schools like Northwestern, Northeastern University to Peace, Campbell, and Cabarrus. Whatever school they choose, we are so proud of them. And these are some pictures of our students who are graduated, who went to some of these schools. So for our STEM content, we try to expose kids to a wide range of fields that they might not get in high school, for like industrial engineering, aerospace engineering, genetics. We learn a wide range of topics. As we all know in STEM is continually changing. So really what we're trying to teach the kids is how to think and problem solve and collaborate. NC State University is the University of Think and Then Do, and those are the skill kind of sets that we're teaching the kids because we know STEM fields change a lot. We're also trying to expose them to a wide range of fields. I have a student now studying nanotechnology, and they were only exposed to this in our program. We do all hands-on STEM and engineering design. Our classes are taught by professors or doctoral students. We get to go visit labs, and we see the latest and greatest in these fields. There are various pictures here of us doing hands-on STEM and also with some of the professors. We also, this is another key component of the program. STEM alone will not get the students where they need. They need to learn workforce readiness skills. So we practice job interviewing, resume writing, self-advocacy, working with STEM professionals, basic management, project management, professional etiquette, mentoring, conference presentations like today, you'll see our students, and professional meetings, because these skill sets are so important in addition to their academic success. There's pictures of us here role playing with a person from a company on conflicts that could happen in the workplace. We have mock interviews here, and this is a workplace visit that we did. We also teach college readiness skills. We have a college tours, career assessments, disability services, and assistive technologies come and let students know what kind of support they can get. Our students get to work with professors and grad students, so they're already used to this. We also are very importantly teach the growth mindset. It's important. I always talk about our favorite doctoral student currently in chemistry who failed intro to chem, but she's getting her PhD this year. It's really important for kids to see the road might not be smooth, but perseverance is the key and improvement. We hire students with disabilities to be our mentors so the kids can learn from their skill set and how they were successful. We learn collaboration, research, and time management, and many other important things that they can learn to be successful in college. We have a summer session that's week-long in the summer. Again, we cover a wide range of topics from aerospace engineering to computer science to climate change. We do workforce readiness things like LinkedIn with STEM industries, and we also teach some social skills. Here are some pictures of some of the labs we have done with various STEM departments at NC State. We have STEM internships. It's really important that kids get that workforce readiness skill set and know how to work with professors. Most of our students will have 3 to 4 paid STEM internships on their resumes before they start college. This helps them get hired quicker at college. It helps them understand that they're capable and really good at working in STEM and STEM research facilities. Most of the jobs are in NC State science and engineering labs. We also partner with different companies, anything from National Institute of Environmental Health to EPA, ABB, and other companies where kids can work, and NASA. It's based on the students' interest and skills. It also helps change the STEM professionals' mindsets. They see these kids' great skill sets, and they actually start wanting these students as their doctoral students. It can require independent work. During COVID, we did have some virtual internships. Up on the right is Tala, who monitors the energy systems on the space shuttle. But most of ours are in person, which I think is much more important because the kids develop good communication skills, and there's a lot of big hands-on components that you just can't do in the virtual environment. The kids are paid $15 per hour for their job. We have monthly Saturday sessions during the school year, and the kids do everything from STEM to workforce readiness and college readiness. We do industry tours. Over on the right is a picture of us in the civil engineering department. We do our ride on the left. We made our own model airplanes and flew them with an app. And so the kids get to do a lot of different activities and try them out. And there's 10 sessions. We do Life 101 sessions. Life 101 sessions are skill sets kids need, but they may or may not have. My favorite little story is I took a student who's actually graduating UNC Chapel Hill this year, who never ordered his own food in high school. So just getting those skill sets. We do leadership skill sets, how to navigate in a college campus, how to transition to college, how to reduce stress. Today we did one transitioning to college. We have mini classes too. We had one this year on machine learning. We also do outings. The other key component, which is also very important, is we do a field studies trip this year. Every year. This year, we went to the International Institute of Tropical Rainforestry in Puerto Rico. The kids were able to do everything from hike in the rainforest, to see the latest research, to do hands-on field studies, activities in the forest. We even did things like kayaking. These set the kids up to be explorers. These set the kids up to know that they can navigate the global environment. We've been to Johnson Space Center, we've been to MIT, the US Patent Office, PARI, and many others. And we typically go for 2 to 3 days. We don't take parents. These trips are either free or very low cost. Our trip to Puerto Rico cost $1,525, but the kids only had to pay $150, but they had the money from their internship if they wanted to come. Our total program is free. They get to learn STEM content and skills, but they also have field experiences, which are very empowering to learn. We've had kids when they went to Johnson Space Center, they realized they wanted to work for NASA. So just being in the place where these activities come, we had kids that went to the rainforest and now are interested in forestry. So those kinds of experiences are really important for the kids. And traveling independently is important. And also navigating and meeting new people and new environments is important. We also believe a lot in self-advocacy. We've met with Governor Cooper, McCrory, Congressman Ross, Nichols. We want the kids to advocate for themselves and also advocate how they can improve STEM education. And these skills are very important for kids to practice. Although we're talking about high school students, my personal opinion is transition really begins in kindergarten. So the more important these kids can get these skill sets before they enter college, the more successful they'll be in college and after college. This is a picture of us with Governor Cooper. Our program is free, but it's valued over $4,000. We get funded through NC Vocational Rehabilitation. Students must participate in all components. So we're considered a year-long program, summer, school year, and internship. And there's pictures of some of our students. For staff, there's myself. We have a program coordinator, a teacher assistant. We hire college mentors with disabilities. We try to hire as many professors and grad students with disabilities also, because kids need to learn that they too can be successful and learn from what these people have accomplished. We have a small staff to student ratio. Again, we're supported by NC Voc Rehab, and we have many community partners, of course, NC State, Wake Tech, NC Space Grant, NASA, Museum of Natural Science, and many companies like ABB, Burroughs Wellcome. It's really important when developing a program like this that you develop a lot of community partners. We started 2 years ago, Reach for the Stars, Be a Star. And what this is we have a resource fair for K-12 students with disabilities who are interested in STEM and STEM careers. We had 71 vendors with hands-on STEM content, research, career, and educational pathways. We had speakers on things like disability supports in college and the workplace and how to succeed in college with a disability. NASA has a great thing, walk in your shoes, to see how it feels to have a disability. We had over 800 attendees, and we have different government officials come. This is really important because all the kids don't always get the message that even if they have a disability, they too can be STEM stars. And the last thing I'll say before we go on to the students, which really to me is the most important part of this talk, is I hope you learned from what we've done. And my whole reason for us presenting is because we hope you will consider doing programs like Catalyst where you live. And also incorporating paid STEM internships for high school students, field studies trips, and STEM fairs too. Okay, we're going to move on now to Alex MacDonald.
Thank you, Joann. So my name is Alex MacDonald, full name Alexander, and Catalyst has been a really great program for me. I've had free internships, 2 internships with NASA, several with the NC State Aerospace Department, and my trip 2 years ago to Johnson Space Center was one of my greatest experiences. The man in the top vote with me, that's Tracy Minish. He was formerly part of Mission Control, recently retired. He was a nice guy. I had one of my internships with him. So what I like about Catalyst, it helped me prepare for workforce. I had my first internships. I learned how to build my resume. I learned how to do an interview. It really helped me figure out how I'm supposed to get into my line of work. And I learned how to overcome my limitations. I learned how to make myself stand out among all these different applications. All right. there could be people a lot more smarter than me, but I knew how to make myself stand out.
And Alex,
thank you so much, Joann.
Yeah, and Alex, what are you going to be studying next year in college?
I've been accepted to a UNC Charlotte, and I'll be studying mechanical engineering technology. Oh, and I'm planning to get my doctorate in aerospace engineering.
Good. Great job, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you, Joann, for letting me in.
Next is Brando Addair.
Hi, I'm Brando Addair. I am a senior at Apex High School in Apex, North Carolina. I graduate in 4 weeks, and then starting in the fall, I will be attending the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. I'm going to pursue a degree in computer science. I'm currently trying to decide between specializing in information security or artificial intelligence. But while in Catalyst, I've had the opportunity to participate in a couple of internships. They've exposed me to things like robotics and Python programming or 3D modeling and printing. And it led to an interest in Python programming for me. And I later achieved a certification in Python, and I think I'm going to be using it pretty frequently. And I've also had the opportunity to visit the Johnson Space Center in Houston, and I participated in a lot of activities arranged by Tracy Manish, the Mission Control Center manager. And his story really inspired me to just really chase my dreams and just do it whatever I can just achieve whatever I want despite any of the circumstances. And overall, Catalyst has had a really big impact on my future. And even if I'm attending UNC, I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for NC State and the Catalyst program. So thank you.
Thank you. Next is Bryant Rouse.
Hello, I'm Bryant Rouse, and I am currently a junior at J.H. Rose, and I'm planning on going into physics in the future. Catalyst has helped me with seeing all sorts of the different sciences and like the different STEM branches that I may want to go into in the future, and physics has really stood out for me. And because of Catalyst, it encouraged me to take higher classes at my current school, and I found my my love for physics. And I don't really have anything as much as the other two, but just thank you, Joann. This program has been life-changing.
Thanks for coming. Next is Daisy Whitfield.
Hi, my name is Daisy Whitfield. I currently attend Leesville High School, and I plan on going to Wake Tech for 2 years and NC State for my last year. And I want to major in nuclear engineering. I really want to get into like sustainable energy. And Catalyst has helped me so much with realizing that's what I want to do, and that's my passion. When I first came to Catalyst, this is my first and last year because I'm a senior, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I just knew that I wanted to do something in the STEM field because that's what I love. And they helped me so much with narrowing down by getting me an internship with Miss Mabenine, Miss Dr. Mabenine. And she let me tour NC State's nuclear engineering department, and I got to see a nuclear reactor, and that really set it for me that I really want to get into cleaner forms of energy, and that was my passion. And I really appreciate Catalyst for helping me realize what my passions were and helping me to achieve my goals by showing me new eye-opening things. And I just love Catalyst so much.
Good, thank you. And last but not least is Lily Hall.
Hi, I'm Lily Hall, and someday I would like to be a future astrophysics researcher at NASA. So I've done 4 internships. One was in astrophysics, another was in mathematics, one was in molecular biology, and the last one was in poultry science. So my internships have allowed me to explore the professional world and gain independence, as well as participating in college-level STEM experiments. So this summer, I'll continue with Professor Lim to work on COMSOL modeling and physics experience. And later this summer, I'll begin the N3 NASA internship. So the Catalyst program, internships and field studies help me by exploring what I want to do professionally and promoted me to get more self-advocacy and realize my passion for NASA, especially after going to the Johnson Space Center.
Good. So as you can see, I really wanted you to hear our students because I hope this inspires some of you to develop programs similar to Catalyst or help more kids in the area that you are in the country or the world. When you meet these kids, they have such amazing skill sets and abilities and talents. I know all these kids are going to help make the world a better place. They are amazing. They just make me so happy. Of all they've accomplished in their hard work and what they're going to do in the future. But all these kids need experiences and opportunities. And I hope that after you hear this talk, you will try to develop in your area some internship possibilities and also programs similar to Catalyst or even better than Catalyst for students in high school or even younger. And so we appreciate you being here, and I'm so glad you can meet these kids. I hope you wrote their names down because one day they'll be presenting here as professors and professionals. I know you'll get to see them, and we're happy to answer any questions.
Thank you all so much. Joann, Alex, Bryant, Brandon, Daisy, Lily. That was fantastic. Thank you all for being here and for sharing a little bit about all of the work you're doing and are going to do in the future. I do have a few questions here for you. The first is, what funding sources would you recommend to others looking to secure support to help similar initiatives?
Oh, well, I'll answer that question really quick. So the two things, I started this program with a small $5,000 grant, so you can start small. We got funded through Biogen Corporation, actually, which is a biotech firm here in North Carolina. So you can start small and build your way up. I really believe you have to have free programs because you don't want economic barriers to be in the way of kids doing that. The other thing is you can look at federal and state funding. So we are funded through North Carolina Vocational Rehabilitation, but those are federal funds. So you can look at every state in the United States, even Puerto Rico, which is a territory, of course, they get vocational rehabilitation funds. So within that, you can start, it's called the Pre-ETS program, and that's what we have. Pre-employment training program for high school students. That is a good way to secure money. We've also, I didn't talk about my other program. We have a National Science Foundation grant. I run another program called GIST, Connecting Students with Autism to Geographic Information System Technology Systems. Really quick, big mouthful to me. And we teach the kids FAA 107, drone piloting, and also some basic ArcGIS. So grant writing, NSF. Also, a lot of companies speak a lot about developing a diverse and inclusive and innovative STEM workforce like we do at Catalyst. So it's really important you go to companies and ask them to put their money where their mouth is. There's a lot of foundations out there that are happy to give you money. I'm an engineer by background, but I taught for 20 years. So for me, $1 is a lot of money. But a lot of these companies, to give you 50,000, 20,000, 100,000 is not a big deal. They do a lot of community outreach, so contacting companies near you, going to colleges and universities and asking professors to put you on their NSF grants. They can put you as a component of their NSF grant if you don't want to write one of your own or you're not part of a university. That's another great way.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that helpful answer. The next question is for all the students here, and it's from Melinda Bear, who says, thank you for your talk and congratulations to all the graduates and the students. What was your favorite or most meaningful thing from Catalyst or from your internships?
For me, it would be the experiences I got in the workforce and figuring out where I wanted to take my career.
Great. Thank you.
I think,
No, you go ahead.
all right, thank you. I think for me, it would be internships because those are really, really helpful. All the knowledge that I got from those and really helping figure out like what I wanted to do as a career or like in college. So yeah, internships.
For me, it's definitely the people, all the amazing people that we've met through this program. Like not only the professors or the engineers or whatever, but just the students in there. A lot of, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but a lot of them are really cool and really impressive.
I think
For me,
the trips, because of like, especially the NASA trip, because when I first joined Catalyst, I thought that I would do something like neuroscience or psychology. But after going on that trip, it made me realize that like I was really like interested into like like astronomy and stuff like that.
for me, I would say the different experiences and the different opportunities that we had. And by experiences, I don't just mean the um, the different forms of STEM that they exposed us to, but also just the people, because it's a great experience to meet different people, such as the other people in the group, but also just the people in the doctoral students.
Sci Access. Learn more at www.sciaccess.org.